From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, March 25th, 2016. Silver is trading at $15.20 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,217 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $425. Antiwar.com reports Iraqi officials have launched a new round of offensives against the Islamic State, targeting sparsely guarded villages southeast of the major city of Mosul, and reportedly capturing several with the help of U.S. airstrikes. Prime Minister Haider Abadi said the offensive was swift and decisive and bragged of the Islamic State being in retreat in the area. The Iraqi military touted the capture of the villages as a heroic operation, yet the villages weren't exactly a high priority for the Islamic State to defend, and their focus appears to be split between defending Mosul itself and pressing an offensive against more valuable Iraqi territory around Kirkuk. Indeed, in many ways, the Iraqi offensive seems more reactive than proactive, aiming to take some of the pressure off the Maggio area by clearing out the villages. Launching a real offensive against Mosul, however, is still months away under even optimum circumstances. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system and to fully capitalize on that decision in their fundraising efforts. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. UPI reports Vice President Joe Biden is tired of Republicans trying to use his past against him in the current fight over a replacement justice for the Supreme Court. In an address at Georgetown University's law school on Thursday afternoon, Biden waded into the discussion which has been at the heart of GOP inaction concerning President Barack Obama's Supreme Court appointee, Washington, D.C. appellate judge Merrick Garland. Republican leaders, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, have cited the so-called Biden rule, remarks Biden made in 1992 as part of their reasoning for refusing Garland a confirmation hearing. The vice president told a crowd of law students Thursday, "There is no Biden rule. Frankly, it's ridiculous. There's only one rule I ever followed. That was the Constitution's." The Biden rule, according to Republicans, is an argument the vice president made 24 years ago when he was Senate Judiciary Committee chairman that the upper chamber has the right to refuse a president's nominee, particularly in an election year. While Biden's old remarks have given Republicans ammunition in the fight, he says that argument has been misinterpreted out of context and that he was only criticizing the politicization of the Supreme Court nomination process. The vice president added that his committee gave a hearing to every nominee former President Bush submitted to it. Biden said he has always been consistent in his advocacy of the Constitution's stipulation of advise and consent between the White House and the Senate when it comes to nominations for the Supreme Court justices. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports a former Arkansas judge was sentenced to 10 years in prison on Thursday in a federal court in Little Rock after he pled guilty to lowering the amount of damages a jury awarded in a civil suit in exchange for campaign contributions. Michael Maggio, a former state district judge, reached a plea deal in 2015 where he admitted to receiving the bribes to reduce a $5.2 million judgment in a civil negligence case against a nursing home company to $1 million. Maggio met with an unidentified person who said he could provide about $50,000 in campaign funds in return for a favorable ruling in the civil case. In the plea deal, Maggio admitted that he corruptly accepted and agreed to accept from another something of value that is campaign contributions in connection with a business matter in his court. Maggio was removed from office in September 2014 after admitting he disclosed information about the adoption of a child by Academy Award-winning actress Charlize Theron, which was handled by another judge in the state. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.